else we could shoot in the Devil Still Shoot. And at that that point in the shoot, the snowpack was pretty tender, and we just weren't being delicate at all. And we were just in the wrong place at the wrong time and stomping around, and it let loose. Dan, my partner, was more in it than I was, and he started going, and I just pointed my skis and straight line as fast as I could. I saw trees coming really quickly. I dodged a couple trees. I was able to have control. And my ski tip caught a 3-inch diameter tree and broke my leg, knocked my ski off. But I was able to stay on my left ski, skied about another 30 feet, where I came to stop with my left ski behind me, and I was not buried, fortunately. We got pretty lucky.
So clearly this isn't the first time you've been doing this. You've done this a lot. I mean, like you said, you stopped in the middle. Is that something you normally would have done? Or
I believe if we didn't stop in the middle, or we were more at the bottom of the chute, still in the chute, at that point the choke was about 35 yards wide. I believe if we had just skied it top to bottom, probably wouldn't have triggered it. I believe that the bridge layer was strong enough to ski it quickly, but not strong enough to hold us as we pounded around looking for another part of it to shoot.
So I think also late season, more dangerous time to be doing backcountry.
Late season, they say it was a wet slide, but we believe it was cold enough to still ski. It did warm up after the incident took place. Definitely got warm at that point, but at the time it was pretty cold still, and the snow felt cold as well as I was tumbling through it, pretty much.
So I mean, what was that visceral reaction like? As soon as all of a sudden, shoot.
Yeah, as soon as it broke, I'm like, uh-oh, we're in trouble. And I saw Dan, and he looked like he was managing it okay, and I just started looking downhill to see what objects were in the way, because I knew the trees were going to come up pretty fast. And I probably went about 200, 300 feet, and was able to stay on my skis and get a little bit of speed and actually direct myself around some of the bigger trees that I encountered. And like I said, it just split my ski off the tip right on a 3-inch diameter tree, and broke my leg and knocked my ski off. Ended up in an opening in between the trees where Flight for Life could see me wait. I get on my cell phone right away, made a call to 911 dispatch, explained what happened and where we were, and to not ski down to us, to come around, because there was still hang fire. So I believe that if somebody would have come down, they could have knocked another slide down on us at that point, because it did warm up quite a bit at that point.
What does that sound like? If an avalanche starts, it just...
An avalanche, when it snaps, it makes somewhere like a snapping, loud snapping sound. And then it's just a rumble. It turns into a quick rumble.
Okay. So, and, I mean, here you go, head over head, and all that fun stuff. And you're the one who's injured, but your friend is the one who's buried, but he gets away without getting hurt. I mean...
Yeah, Dan, my partner, he had a shallow burial from what I heard, but he cleared an air path, and I could hear him yelling to me, and we have whistles on us. I was whistling to him, and he was whistling back to me, so I knew that at least he was able to get air to breathe. I told the dispatch that I wasn't sure what his extent of his his injuries.
And how hard was that? I mean, because you're hurting.
Right.
Just imagine, Dan, not even sure what's happened to him. I mean, who's going to go through your mind that kind of
Well, the dispatcher was definitely trying to keep me calm. I was somewhat frantic, in shock. Took a bunch of big breaths, and I told myself I needed to be calm. And I was in an awkward position. I was kind of twisted up, but not buried. And I just thought to myself, I needed to get, help to him, because I don't know if he's buried or if he's seriously injured. I knew I broke my fibula. It was just hanging there, and I was able to actually lift my leg up, the injured leg, and slide my left ski down and around it, and just sit up. It was pretty painful, just so I could look around and make me see and tell the rescuers where the danger was, and maybe where he was.
So I mean, on that note, how is your leg doing? Are they giving you good prognosis, or?
Yeah, I should be able to ski next season. Pretty lucky.
Yeah.
It was a clean fracture. Had a rod put into my leg.
Wow.
They say it's about a 6-week recovery time.
So yeah, pretty lucky.
Absolutely, very lucky.
Is this going to change how you ski in the future?
It will, slightly, but I'm still going to go out and do it. I'm a ski videographer, shoot action sport. It's the way I make my living, and it's what I love.
Awesome. I'm trying to think what else to ask you.
Ask him about who rescued Dan.
Oh, yeah. So, rescuers, who rescued Dan? And I mean, just how did those guys all do? Once they showed up on the scene and everything, how did they handle things for you?
Well, the first 2 guys to arrive on the scene were Arapahoe Basin local skiers. A guy named Ryan, they also AKA call him Tall Guy, and also Nate Hill showed up, and they decided to start skinning without permission of Mountain Rescue, I guess, but one of the ski patrollers at the basin told them to go because they weren't sure what the dangers were, and they came up to me. They were about 40 yards from me. I told them that I'm okay, I'm stable, but you need to go look for Dan. He could be in worse condition. He could be buried. To go look for him, and they actually dug him out.
Done off. I mean, they just were right on top of helping you guys.
Yeah, and then the rescuers were shortly behind.
Yeah.
Yep, I had an EMT get to me, and then finally Mark. He was a paramedic, and he was able to give me a
IV.
He gave me an IV and administered some drugs into me so I could get myself into a ski toboggan and sled downhill.
And Jamie and Jesse.
Jamie,
And Devin.
Jamie, Jesse,
Awesome.
and Devin. And Devin, they're all ski patrollers that were on the base.
So any words of advice to people out in the world?
Let's see.
Because I mean, you had a buddy along,
Right.
so and you had the whistles and all that fun stuff. I mean, so
Right,
you're prepared for something like this.
You definitely have to be prepared and go through the scenario. We've both had a lot of avalanche training in the past. We've been doing it for 20 years. Luckily, I had my cell phone available and had cell phone coverage. I think definitely skiing it properly one at a time and not stop in the middle of a shoot. Better tactics to take in a situation like that. But if you're not prepared and have the proper equipment, I wouldn't be there.